you're here, let me know. Let me know if you're here. If you've joined again, let me know. Okay. If you're here, let me know. So I'll start off immediately. Our time is going. I had I had issues with my light, and I'm back live now. If you can hear me, let me know. If you're here, let me know. Okay, join immediately. Let's start off. Let's kick off. Let's kick off immediately. If you're here, let me know if you're here. If you, okay, wonderful. Ugo is here. Okay, wonderful. So let's continue. Okay, let's continue. So we're talking about crushing feeling, the different feelings we feel, the things we feel during puberty. Okay, different feelings. Okay, wonderful. The crushing feeling, this suddenly you begin to develop an emotional connection to people of the opposite sex, the boys around you. Even the boys are beginning to notice you. This is when young children start writing love letters. You start writing, hey, I want you to be my girlfriend. Have you ever received that kind of note before? I want you to be my girlfriend. This is because the boys too are experiencing puberty. Their hormones are also working. Their testosterone are also working. And because sometimes children are misguided, they do not understand these things they are feeling. They tend to think that the only way they can express this attraction they are feeling to the opposite sex is by telling them to be their girlfriend, or by, thinking they are in love. But one important features of this crushing feeling is that it is temporal. You know what when something is temporal, do you know what it means? When you say something is temporal, do you know what it means? Do you know what it means for something to be temporal? Something that is not permanent. Do you know what it means? When you say something is not permanent, okay, when you say something is temporary, it means that thing is something that is short-lived. Something just like you're feeling, just like let's say, what is one thing that is not permanent? Something that is not permanent, something you can feel for some time, and that thing all of a sudden, that feeling goes away. You might be feeling sleepy. Let's say sleep. Sleep is a temporal feeling. Sleep is a temporal feeling. You can feel sleepy now. The next minute, once you sleep and wake up, your eyes wide open. You are running around. You are active all of a sudden. Something that won't last. That is how that crushing feeling is. It is not permanent. It is something that, it's a very fleeting, something that is fleeting, something that, passes away. Who knows what shooting star is? You see the way shooting stars go, fia, and then they disappear. That is how crush is. So those feelings you are having is temporary because it is your hormones. Sometimes your hormones are high, sometimes they are low. Sometimes they are high, sometimes they are low. So as a young girl, understand that you will feel a certain way. You might start getting attracted to people of the opposite, especially as you approach puberty. From age, for some, there are people who are going to start feeling, thank you. There are people who are going to start feeling a certain way by the time they are during their early teenagers. But remember that if it's not you that is feeling it, it might be the boys who are feeling this. Remember that the boys too are going through puberty. And then they're going to come and start telling you, I love you, I want you to be my girlfriend, all these things, all this. Those things they are feeling is temporal. Because they do not know how to express themselves, they do not know how to handle these feelings they are having, they now go and start expressing love. So the reason why I'm teaching you all this is for you to understand that these feelings are temporal. Okay, so that you don't go and start acting on temporal feelings. So it means that because you are liking a boy in your class, does not mean you should go and start telling that boy that you want to be his girlfriend or you want him to be your boyfriend. No. That's where you feel about him can change tomorrow. You can wake up tomorrow and you're like, I don't like this boy again. This boy is not my friend again. He's looking for my trouble. Things like that. But you can go and start expressing love because of a fleeting feeling you have for someone, and you embarrass yourself. It is fine that you acknowledge that you have these feelings. Yes, I like the way OC speaks. I like this boy in my class. That's fine. You say it to yourself. You say, fine, I like him. He's a good boy. He's smart. He's good looking. That's okay. But I don't need to say I'm in love with him. I don't need to say that I want him to be my boyfriend because I like him. This feeling I'm having towards him, it is natural. It's part of this is my puberty hormones raging. So I understand myself, Because I have come to Auntie Linda's class, and Auntie Linda has told me that this is part of, Auntie Linda has told me that this is part of puberty. I understand this feeling and I will not act on it. Okay, this is the reason why I'm teaching you these things. So even if it's a boy in your class who's coming to profess love to you, what you should do is, Chizzy said, but people think it's bad. The reason why people think it's bad is because you will not go and start expressing love. You're not going to start saying I love you. You're not going to start saying I want you to be my boyfriend, I want you to be my, that is when it becomes bad. But you acknowledging that you have this feeling, they say yes, that you're liking someone is natural, but it is what you do with that feeling that matters. Okay? So you don't go and start telling someone that you're in love with them. You don't go and start telling someone that, that you're feeling that you want them to be your boyfriend. That is when it becomes bad. Okay? That is when it becomes bad. So it is important that as a young girl, you understand these feelings and you try as much as possible to control your emotions. Remember, it is your puberty. It is puberty. Okay, Ugochi says, but he hasn't asked me. Okay? He hasn't asked you. That is because maybe he doesn't feel the same way you feel. Maybe he doesn't feel the same way you feel. That is why you should keep your feelings to yourself. I'm telling you that you may wake up next week and you don't feel that way about him again. But if you have gone to tell him I want to be, you will embarrass yourself. Okay? These feelings are temporal. It is not something you should act on. You should wait until your body is mature enough. You should wait until you are old enough to understand how you feel, to allow yourself to develop before you can, before you can start feeling those kind of emotions. Okay? Before you can start feeling that kind of emotions, all right? Then another thing is this crushing feelings, you have to learn ways to control it. If you notice that you're always thinking about someone, that is why I said you should acknowledge that feelings. If you notice that you're always thinking about a particular person, learn how to distract yourself. If you, in your free time, you're always thinking about a boy in your class, you're always thinking about something. Whenever that thought comes to your mind, you say, this is my emotions, this is my hormones raging. You think of something. If it's mathematics, you think of maths. If you start singing a song, a Christian song, if you're a Christian, you look for something that will distract you so that because when you start thinking of, I'm always thinking about this jar. Every minute of the day, I'm thinking about it. Before I know it, I'll think I'm beginning to love this jar. But if this thing comes to my mind and I think of something else, and I start distracting myself, if I don't dwell on that talk, if I do not dwell on that talk, if I don't dwell on that feelings I have for that person, it will help me manage that emotion better. So that you like a boy in your class may not be a crime, but you should not go and start expressing any kind of feelings towards that person. Okay? You might embarrass yourself. That person may not feel the same way you feel. Do you understand? Even if a boy comes to you and tells you that he has feelings for you, or that he's like, remember that he too is going through puberty. Remember that he too is feeling that crush, and that his feelings are temporal. And you should not accept that his proposal to be his girlfriend. You are too young for that kind of behavior. Because you do not know the kind of exposure that child has had. You don't know if that boy has been sexually abused. And he might now want to come and start doing things that you are not ready for. You might want to come and start engaging. Because once somebody tags you, my girlfriend and my boyfriend, the person wants to start doing certain things that boyfriend and girlfriends do. That is something you do not want for yourself. Is it bad to have a crush on someone? Like I told you, the feeling is not bad on its own. That you have that emotion is not bad. It is natural. But do not act. It is what you now do with that emotion that can be bad. Do you understand me? It is not bad. That feeling is natural. It is how God... Yes, you like people of the opposite sex, but you should not go and start professing love. I'm telling you that feeling is not love. That feeling is not love. It is a temporal, fleeting feeling that will not last. It changes. As your emotions are changing, those feelings are changing, okay? Then learn to set boundaries. If you know you're liking someone, and because you are too young at this age to start, being in a relationship with anybody, what you should do is to set boundaries. Don't go and start spending time with that person you know you like. Like I said, I like this cup. Every minute of the day, I'll be thinking about this cup. Every minute of the day, I'll go and hold this cup to myself. I might think I'm in love with this cup. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? So you have to learn to control your emotions, set boundaries. That person you're crushing on, the only way you can overcome that crush is to start setting boundaries. Don't go and be spending time with that person. Don't be thinking of, whenever you start thinking about that person, distract yourself, think of something else, okay? A crush is somebody you are liking. It can be somebody of the opposite sex. Be yourself, okay? Then another thing we are going to talk about today is sexual orientation. Especially for those of you who might be going to, what is it called? Secondary school. If it's boarding school or day school. Understand that when we talk about sexual attraction, somebody of the same sex with you might come and start making sexual advances at you. A girl like you can come and start telling you that she likes you, that she's crushing on you. Know this and know peace. Understand that it is also wrong. Remember, God made you a female. That is why I told you that you need to accept your gender the way God made you. God made us male and female, and God originally designed us to be attracted to people of the opposite sex. So when a girl like you, it is not a must you must have a crush. No, it is not a must. Some people do not, you might not even have this feeling. And sometimes you might not have this feeling until you are in your late teens. But know that these feelings are temporal. That's the most important thing you should know at this point, okay? So understand that some of you who are going to secondary school, that some girls in your class might start making advances that you're telling you that they like you. Remember, you are a girl. God made you female. And you should what? Do not accept such attentions and attractions. When a girl like you starts expressing that she likes you, that she's attracted to you, you must what? Reject that kind of feeling. You have to know the signs. Remember, I told you when someone is becoming attracted to you, that person can be a boy or a girl. The person might want to be spending time with you all the time. So whenever you notice a girl is becoming too attached to you or starting to talk about things that you're uncomfortable with, tell that person that, cut that relationship off. Because if you do not cut it off at that point, you might see yourself, you start spending, and that person might abuse you. Okay? So as it might be a senior in school, it might be your classmate. So as a girl, you need to be what? Conscious and know that it is possible for someone of the same sex, someone that is a girl like you, to come and start expressing certain feelings for you. So whenever that kind of feelings, the same way you reject a boy that will come and start expressing feelings for you at this young age, you have to also reject it. You have to also reject that advances if it's coming from a girl. They might come with different tricks and different forms. Some of them will say, hey, I'm a girl like you. I have the breast you have. I have those things you have. We are just playing games. We are just besties. We are just best friends. We are just school mother and school daughter. In whatever form they come. Do not allow anybody to touch you in places, be it a boy or a girl, to touch you in your private parts. And that brings us to the parts of our bodies. Our bodies are divided into two. But what if the person is your friend? Even if it is especially if the person is your friend. If it's your girlfriend, if it's your friend, and you notice that she's talking about private parts, or she's always trying to touch you in a way that you're not comfortable with, please do not tell the person that you do not want that kind of touch or you do not want that kind of talk. Okay? You should have friends, but ensure that your friends are not touching you in places, be it male or female, are not touching you in places where they should not touch you. Don't say because she's a girl like me, she can touch my breast. Because she's a girl like me, she can touch my vagina. No. Know that there are some people some young girls like you who have been sexually abused, who have different sexual orientation. That is why you must accept your gender identity. Male, you are female. But what if the person you have a crush on also has a crush on you? Remember, whether they have a crush on you or you have a crush on them, number one is that crushing feelings are temporal. Those feelings do not last. You can come to school next time and you no longer like this person you think you like, or that person may not like you. Remember that these crushing feelings are very temporal. They change like the weather. Today is raining, tomorrow is not raining. These feelings are what? These feelings are temporal. So you should learn how to control your emotions. If you do not control your emotions, it means that if you crush on Emeka this term, you will go and tell Emeka, I want to be your boyfriend, I want to be your girlfriend. Emeka will say, okay. And next time you're crushing on Obinna, it means you're going to Obinna saying, Obinna, I want to be your girlfriend. The next thing, before you know it, become loose. You become an example of someone who is crushing on everybody in the class. You have a bad reputation and bad name for yourself. So as a young girl, this feeling should not be your center of attention. You should what? These are the kind of things where when it comes to your mind, you just push it aside and say, this is puberty, this is hormones. I control. You have control over your body and your mind. Okay? You have control over your body and your mind. Now we are talking about the different parts of our bodies and how they are divided. Our bodies are divided into two. The private parts and the public parts of our body. Our bodies are divided into two. The private and public parts of our body. Now, the public parts of our body are our hands, our heads, the parts of our body people can see and touch. And then there are our private parts. But the person will threaten you. Nobody will threaten you that you don't want to be. Somebody is expressing crush on you. Even if the person is your friend and the person is telling you that they like you, the person, anybody that threatens you should report that person to your parents. Anybody that threatens you, even if that person is your friend, the person threatens you because of relationship, they want you to be their girlfriend or boyfriend, or they are touching you in places they should not touch you, and you say no and the person threatens you, you should report to your parents, okay? Don't keep quiet about it. That person is trying to abuse you. That person is trying to steal your innocence. That person is trying to steal your light that God has put in you. That innocence is your light, okay? Don't let anybody do that to you. Then we're talking about the parts of our bodies. The public parts of our bodies are those parts of our body people can see or touch, okay? Then there are the private parts of our bodies. These private parts of our bodies are the parts of our bodies nobody must see or touch. You can give me examples of our private parts in the comment section. Tell me the private parts of our bodies. So these private parts of our bodies are usually covered by our underwears. Our pants, our singlets, our bras, our tights. They cover our underwears. They cover our private parts, I meant to say. So these private parts of our body are those parts of our body nobody should see or touch. Examples: the vagina, the penis, the breast, even the laps, the buttocks. These are all parts of our body no one should see or touch. And then there's the lips. The lips might be a public part of the body, but it is also a private part of the body. Because if someone says kiss me, at that point your lips has become a private part. If someone says to use your mouth to touch any part of their private part, your lips is a private part at that point, okay? So you should not allow anybody see or touch your private part, even if that person, no matter who the person is. At this age, you're betting yourself. So it means that there's no need for anybody to see your, even if you're swimming, you wear a swimsuit, right? And that swimsuit covers your private parts. So as a girl, you should be conscious of keeping these private parts of your body safe. But there's something called an unsafe touch. An unsafe touch can be a touch on any part of your body. It can be a touch on your hand. You know someone, yes, very good. Anybody, someone can be giving you a touch. Someone might just be touching your hand like this, and you're not comfortable with that touch. That person might be hiding to touch your hand, or the person is caressing your leg, touching you in a way that you're not comfortable with. It can be even any kind of touch that makes you feel uncomfortable. Do you know what uncomfortable feelings are? Our body gives us signs when we have uncomfortable feelings. When we are not comfortable, sometimes you might be in a place with someone. Maybe you're alone with someone and you're not feeling comfortable. You're feeling unsafe, as if you're in danger. It doesn't matter if the person is touching you or not. But once your body starts giving you these signs, you should leave that place. Number one, you notice that your heart is beating fast. You notice that your heart rate, that your heart is doing boom, boom, as if something bad is about to happen to you. That is your body giving you a sign that you're not safe where you are. You notice that all of a sudden you start sweating. You start sweating. You notice that your tummy is unsettled. That your tummy is rumbling. That is your body giving you signs that you are not safe. Okay? Notice as if your tummy, your intestines are tied together. All those signs are the ways your body alerts you that you are in an unsafe space. So you should leave. So these private parts of your body are the parts of your body no one should see or touch. So a bad touch is a touch on your private part. Okay? A bad touch is a touch on your private part. And remember to call your private parts by their right names. So I'm going to quickly go through the body safety rules. The body safety rules. Number one rule says your private parts are private. So it means that these parts of our body that are private, they should be kept in privacy. You should not sit down as a girl and open your leg, or you raise your clothes up, or you remove your clothes and running around the house naked. No, this is no longer the time for it. Your private parts are private means that you should cover your private parts at all times. And when you use private spaces like the bathroom or toilet or bedroom, you're changing your clothes, you should make sure the doors are closed. Very important, okay? Very, very important. And you should also respect other people's privacy. You should respect other people's privacy, okay? So when people are using private spaces, you knock. When you want to enter the bedroom or bathroom or toilet, you knock. You don't touch or see other people's private parts. It means that when someone shows you a phone, When someone gives you a phone and they are showing you pictures of naked people, you should say, no, this is not for children. I don't want to see this. This is inappropriate. Okay? If you are watching a movie and somebody is showing you a movie of people that are naked, you say, no, 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 I don't want to watch this movie. It is not appropriate. Number 2 rule says, no means no. When someone is giving you a touch or, telling you something, even if he's talking about private part, anybody is always talking about bum, talking about vagina, talking about breast, you should avoid that kind of person. That is an unsafe person. Okay? So no means no. Means that when someone gives you a touch you're not comfortable with, when someone gives you a touch, and yes, when you're changing your clothes, you can be naked in your room, you wear your clothes, maybe you have the bath, you change. Yes, that's pornography. When someone is showing you something on naked people on the phone, that's what it is. If you share a room with someone, you can change your clothes, because if you go to the hostel, there are girls that are in the hostel, they're always running around naked. It's not right. It's not right. Whether in the hostel or in your room, you take your bath, you wear your clothes. Okay, you respect your own privacy and respect other people's privacy. So no means no means that if someone is giving you a touch you're not comfortable with, let your no be your no. Don't be like, no, don't touch me, and you're laughing and you're playing with it, you're not serious. Let's say no, learn to say no with your words and your action. As you're saying no to the person, don't touch me, you make sure your attitude, your voice, your tone, everything about you is rejecting that action and whatever it is that person is doing. And as you're saying no, you're leaving that place. It's not no, you are there. Or they are giving you, the same person that gives you sweets or gives you biscuits, the person will not touch you in a place they should not touch you, because they are giving you sweets. Oh, don't touch me. You don't want to shout at the person because you don't want the person to stop giving you those treats they give you. Another one is your body belongs to you. Body ownership. Do you know that you own your body? Do you know that your body is yours? So for you to understand that you are the boss of your body, that would give you the right when you're shouting at someone. When someone touches you and you don't want that touch, you should proudly tell the person no. Why? Because the body is yours. You should protect your body. Your body is your treasure. Your body is a treasure. This is the body you will have till the day you die. So you should not let anybody spoil it. You should not let anybody, touch you in a way you do not like. So whenever someone gives you a touch you're not comfortable with, speak up. The body is yours. Just like someone carrying your Christmas clothes, someone touching your school bag, you say, no, don't touch my bag. You should speak up about your body. Another one is talk about secrets that upset you. Rule number 4, talk about secrets that upset you. Is there any secret? Has someone given you a bad touch and the person is threatening you to keep quiet? Has someone given you a bad touch and the person is telling you not to speak to anybody? Don't tell anybody. If you tell anybody, I'm going to kill you. If you tell anybody, I will not give you what I used to give you again. I will not dash you money. I will not do this. Is there anyone in your life who has ever done something, even if it's just any kind of secret? Somebody did something. Maybe somebody gave you sweet and said, eat it. Don't tell mommy I gave you this. Take money. Don't tell mommy. This is how secret starts. Because these people who are abusers, people who like to spoil young children, people who like to give children bad touch, who like to, sleep with children, what they will normally do is that they will try and see if you can keep a secret. They may not touch you first. They might start with giving you something and saying, don't tell your mommy and dad. They'll wait. They want to know if you told them. They'll ask you, that sweet I gave you yesterday, did you tell your mommy? Say no. They will know you can keep a secret. They will say, yeah, follow me to this place. They will put a movie that is inappropriate to you. They will put a movie that is not for children. They'll tell you to watch. Don't tell your mommy I put this movie. Don't tell your mommy I put this station for you. And you will not tell your mom. You started keeping secrets. And then the person will come and touch your breast and say, don't tell anybody that I touched your breast, and you will keep the secret. So talk about any secret that upsets you. Any secret that makes you feel uncomfortable, you should tell your parents, because most times they use these secrets to make you keep quiet. Okay? They use these secrets to keep you quiet. Do not keep secrets with anybody. So if there's a secret you've kept in the past for anybody that has given you a bad touch, please tell your parents about it. Today, tell your parents that, mommy, last week or last year or last 2 years or that time, uncle, auntie, this person touched me in a place they should not touch me. If the person threatens you, that is the more reason why you should report. Because let me tell you a story. Last year, a boy of 13, he's in JS 2. He came home for holiday. He's in boarding school. He came home from holiday, and his nanny noticed that he has blood stains on his boxers. And when they asked him why, he said nothing, that he pulled and that there was the pull was strong. That's why he's having blood stains. After a week, the blood stains were seen on his boxers. So the nanny went to report to his mom, and they called him. They were asking him what happened. He refused to speak. They became suspicious. They started asking him. It turns out that his school guardian, a man in his school who is his guardian, has been abusing him, has been molesting this little boy. And the boy, he threatened him that if he speaks up, he's going to kill him. And the boy kept quiet. And for almost a year and 7 months, this man was abusing him. And he abused him to the point that his anus was now leaking blood and he could not still speak up. Now he has medical issues. They had to take him to the hospital for surgery. But immediately he spoke up, his parents arrested. The man was arrested and dealt with. You know that the reason why an abuser will tell you to keep quiet is that abuser is like a thief. If you catch a thief, if you catch someone stealing the sweets, what would the person say? Don't tell anybody. If you tell anybody, I'll beat you. Don't speak. Or don't report. Don't report. That person knows that what they are doing is bad. That person knows that what they don't want you to tell because they know the consequence. Do you know that in Nigeria, anybody who abuses a child or who molests a child will go to prison for even as much as 25 years. So what that person is running away is the consequences of their action. So do not let anybody threaten you. Remember, your body is yours. Can somebody come and steal your school bag and threaten to kill you? You will go and report the person, won't you? Talk more of your body that you will grow old with. Do not let anybody desecrate this body. Your body is the temple of God. Do you understand me? Your body is something precious. You should handle it with that fragility that it has. It is your innocence that person wants to steal. Cheese is saying, but what if the person drags you out? There is nothing like that. If this person drags you, even if the person has succeeded in abusing you, report so that person will be punished and removed from your life. All this, there's nothing like charm. Do not let anybody wash your head. They will deceive you and say they will use charm. Nobody's using any charm. If they force you, make sure that afterwards that you report. Do you understand? Do not keep quiet about it. So a lot of things that make young girls go into certain things, but the person drags or charm you. There's nothing like that. So the final one is this. Are you not a child of God? Who will charm you? Those charms do not work on children of God. Nothing like charm that will work on you as a child of God. Do you understand me? It will not. It doesn't work. There's nothing like charm. They are just going to tell you that they charmed you. I know a girl that somebody tied up one stick with red clothes and told her that they have sworn that if she tells anybody that he sleeps with her, that she's going to die. I went to their school, to their church, somewhere in Nnodiogu. After talking to them, she came to me and said she's afraid to speak up because she swore an oath. I told her it's a lie. You will not die. Tell me what happened. She spoke up and the man was arrested. She's still alive. There's nothing. She's okay. They are just doing those things to keep you quiet. That is their method. Okay? They're using it to shut you up. Don't let them intimidate you. When someone gives you remember, immediately a bad touch happens, report. Don't wait for it to get to the bad part. Once somebody touches your breast, touch your butt, or touch you in a way you're not comfortable with, when someone starts showing you pictures or images or that are inappropriate for children, report at that point. The final rule says, speak up, someone can help. It means that you should report. Speak up, someone can help. That is the last rule. And that will be where we'll be stopping today. It says, speak up, someone can help. That someone can be anybody. You know that you can report maybe an uncle, an auntie. You can report them to your parents, and your parents will not believe you. You can go and report an uncle to your daddy. Your daddy say, how? Don't say that. You can be in school. You report a classmate to your teacher, and the teacher does not believe you. What will you do? Will you keep quiet? So this rule number 5 says, speak up, someone can help. Someone in quotes. I don't say speak up, daddy can help. I don't say speak up, mommy can help. I said speak up, someone can help. Someone can help you. So if you speak up and the first person does not believe you, please go and report to the next person. If you speak up and mommy does not believe you, go and tell daddy. Daddy does not believe you, go to school and tell your teacher. Tell your uncle, report to someone else. The worst thing you can do is to keep quiet. Do you know that abuse can happen for years? I know a girl that was abused for 7 years. So if it happens, make sure you report. Even if it happened in the past, report, because that person might still come back because you kept quiet. They will think you are keeping their secrets and they will still come and try you again. So make sure what? Make sure you speak up until someone helps. Make sure you speak up. And another thing you should do, whenever you feel you are in danger, whenever somebody gives you a touch you're not comfortable with, there are 3 things you should do. Number 1, you scream, shout at that person, say no with your words and your action. Number 2, run away, leave that place. Leave that place. Wherever it is, because most times abuse happens in isolation. Even if someone is forcing you to watch a movie, start shouting. They don't like, because what they are doing is bad. They usually want it to be a secret. They don't like it when you make noise about what they are doing. So your number 1 tool is your voice. Scream, shout, make as much noise as you can, then run away. Leave that place. the last thing you should do is to report. Make sure you do these 3 things. Report, report, report. If you are in boarding school and it happens in boarding school, report. Oh, even if it's a senior, they will threaten you, I'll flog you. Report. No matter the threat they issue, they are afraid of what will happen to them. When senior that does it in school, report to the school authority, report to the head teacher, report to the principal, report to their classmates first, start shouting. And remember that when you're in secondary school, they may not just come and catch you and start touching your breast. They might cover your mouth. You're just like imagining those things. It doesn't happen that way, cheesy. Sometimes it doesn't happen that way. It can be in school. There are signs. There's something called grooming signs. You know, those signs you will see and you know that somebody has bad plans for you. That person might start with giving you gifts, washing your clothes for you, being nice to you. They will flog every other person. They will not flog you. They are grooming you. They want you to trust them. They are building trust with you. They want you to like them. You will say, hey, this senior likes me. Oh. Hey, this senior will come and say, are you afraid? Come and sleep on my bed. Hey, let me wash your clothes for you. Come and be staying with me all the time. Everybody's in class. Come to the hostel with me. They are trying to isolate you, remove you from where everybody is. Put you in an isolated place where they can touch you inappropriately. So as you are going to secondary school, anytime it is a red flag. Anybody that likes to isolate you, that likes to remove you from where everybody is and spend time alone with you, make sure you start avoiding that person, be the person male or female. Remember I told you a female can also make sexual advances at you. So do not be timid. The reason why your parents made out this time to what? To ensure that you are here today so that you will learn. Knowledge is power. You know these things, you know these signs. So whenever somebody starts exhibiting these signs that are red flag signs, you know these signs. Now tell your parents that you need this book. You see, in this book, we talk about grooming, we talk about red flags, we talk about all the feelings. We talk about all the signs you will see and you know that you are in danger and how you handle those emotions. It is very, very important. It also talks about internet safety because if you notice that I've been deleting some comments here on the internet, you notice that some people, you are dropping inappropriate comments on this live session. These are the kind of people you meet when you come online. And these people are out there waiting for you in different corners online. You're playing games, they are there, snooping around, looking for little children to spoil. So you also need internet safety. I'm not going to go into that today. Okay? So tell your parents that, the parents here, you need to buy this body safety book for your children. These things I've talked about now are just a tip of the iceberg compared to the information in this book. So this is the end of this class for young girls. You said shouting might seem rude to them, especially if they are older. Oh my God. Who made this comment? Mesoma. Are you trying to be nice? Someone is trying to steal something treasured from you and you're trying to be nice to them. I said say no and you should shout the no. Don't try to be nice. If you're playing nice, it means that you are a good, they will see you as a good candidate for abuse. See, don't play nice. Shout the no. Scream the no at the top of your voice. Let them feel that you are rude and let them avoid you with their bad plans. Do you understand me? Don't try to play nice with them. Be rude. Even no matter who the person is, remember an abuser can be anybody. It can be a grown-up. An abuser can be a father figure. An abuser can be a pastor. It can be an imam. It can be a teacher. An abuser can be someone you respect so much. But whenever someone crosses or breaks these body safety rules, that person, your respect for that person should cease. That your respect for that person should cease at that point. Okay? Don't try to play nice with anybody who tries to break your body safety code. Because you're trying to keep yourself safe. Mrs. Okonkwo says that is why there is power of two. Very important. Okay, you don't go out alone, don't enter. Very good. These are the things, ways you can keep yourself safe. You don't go, that's why I told you, avoid isolating with anybody. Any uncle that is always trying to, or uncle or auntie, it's not just uncle, that's always trying to isolate you, remove you from the crowd. They'll send you on an errand, they tell you to bring you to their room. When someone sends you on an errand, knock on their door, they open, stand at their door, especially if it's male, older people, give them what they've sent you to buy and leave. When they tell you to keep the change, go and show your parents the change. Or you tell them, no, thank you. Because these are all sides of, these are all grooming. When you're sent on an errand in the evening, go with someone. Don't go to hidden or dark places alone. Okay? You have to be mindful of these things. So, where can you buy the book? Okay, you can just send me a message. I can send anywhere in the country. It also has an e-copy that you can buy online. But this copy can be sent to you anywhere. It's available here in Anambra State. You can buy it anywhere, okay? Thank you all so much. I'll be going on to the older girls now. That's girls aged 13 to 17. And For the parents here, understand that I have an elite girl squad, a group of girls that I train specifically, but that is a paid program where I give them different opportunities, different materials, practical materials for them to understand about their bodies. These materials have both menstrual hygiene, body safety, and all the important things your children at this age should know. Okay, so if you're interested in your child joining this elite girl squad, you should chat me up privately and we'll talk about it. And if you want to order the book, there's also a group even in the community where you can order the book, or you send me a private message. Now, thank you all very much. Bye 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 bye. So I'm moving on to the older girls right now. For the younger girls, it's been amazing. If you have questions, you can drop it in the group. I'll also answer it. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you all for joining, and you've been so interactive. I enjoyed my time with you. So at immediately 8:30, I'll start with the older girls. Okay, thank you all so much for joining. Next will be with the older girls. I don't know, it's like we should go offline and come back. You're welcome. This is Ofodile. You're welcome. Bye. The book is just 3,000 naira. The book is 3,000. We also have for parents. This is ways parents can keep their home safe, ensure that their home is safe for their children. So this one is for the child. This two packages, 5,000 naira. Every home should have these books. Okay, every home should have this book. Yes, the book has an online copy. For someone in the UK, my books are on Seller, so you can buy it on Seller. It's the ebook, you can buy it on Seller. It will soon be published on Amazon, but right now I'll send you the link to our Seller account. Okay, you can buy it on Seller. Right, so this book is a parent's guide to preventing childhood sexual abuse. Okay, it has so much information on how you keep your home safe, the measures you should put to ensure your children are safe. Listen, keeping our children safe is a collective responsibility of both the parent, the child, and the society. So you as a parent, we all know that the kind of Nigeria where we are in. Do not wait for the oil to spill before you start cleaning it. A preserved childhood is better than a repaired adulthood. When child abuse happens, it comes with its side effects and consequences. So you do not even want your child to go through that. And when we fail in our own responsibilities as parents, we will have ourselves, even our children will blame us in future for failing them, for not protecting them enough. So as a parent, it is your duty, it is your responsibility to keep your child safe. And all the information you need on ways to keep your child safe from childhood sexual abuse is in this book. So order your copy, okay? It can be delivered to any part of this country. It can be delivered to any part. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you all being intentional and bringing your children here today. It's been an amazing time with you all. I enjoyed my time with the lovely kids. I loved their response so much. So I'm waiting for the older girls. The parents, you can sit back and learn, because I noticed that during teenage years, most times we don't know what to discuss. We don't know what to discuss with our children. Hopefully, I'm not leaving, I'm here. So most times when our daughters get to 13, 14, 15, when they're now forming big girls, we don't know what to discuss with them. We don't know how to approach them anymore. They begin to become secretive. So today, with them today, I'll be talking some real serious issues. Those things they don't like discussing with mommy and daddy. So I would love, but if you really want them to open up, if you want them to be comfortable, I think you should just leave them on their own so that they can talk. Okay? I think I should switch my phones though. I'll switch my phone. I think I'm having low battery on this one. I'll switch my phone and I'll come on live here. Okay? See you all soon. The girls, please get the older girls ready. Get my older ladies ready, okay? Be right back.